Alright, hello guys, my name is Marcus and welcome to my debuting episode of Gaming Malarkey with Marc. Obviously my name is Marcus, so I shortened it, called it Marc. It's not that hard to get. What these videos are going to be are just me ranting or talking, discussing about things about the game industry. Whether it's something I like, dislike, on the fence about, whatever. That's what it's going to be. So today's topic is going to be my thoughts on the definitive Tomb Raider edition, which obviously everybody should know is out on the Xbox One and the PS4 now. So if you have any of those games, or those consoles I should say, and don't have that game, you should definitely go look into it because it is a really great game. But getting to my thoughts on the game, I have Tomb Raider for the PS3. I got it the day it came out, beat it within that month, which was surprising because Tomb Raider is not a game I liked. I never liked the older ones. Lara Croft's adventures and whatever she did just didn't interest me. So I didn't care one way or the other. So when I started to look at the gameplay videos and just regular videos for the Tomb Raider, the reboot when it was coming out, I slowly started to fall in love with it. It was just a game that seemed interesting to me. So I went out and got it, and I liked it. So now that it's out on the Xbox One and the PS4, I think that it is a good thing that it was re-released because now it gets its second chance at success that it didn't. Well, it did get a success when it first came out, but according to Square Enix, it did not. It sold, if I'm not mistaken, in its first week, 3 million units, which for a reboot of a game, of a series anyway, that was dying out in my opinion, that was great. I thought, as well as a lot of people in the industry and a lot of friends, people, whatever, that Tomb Raider sold well for doing 3 million in its first week. Square Enix did not. It considered a financial failure. So by the powers that be or whatever, however they decided to work it in, it was re-released as the definitive edition on Xbox One and PS4. That's good because now it gets a second chance. One of my favorite games, Okami, it got 3 chances. Well, 2 chances. It had its first, I guess, or 3, whatever you want to call it. It had its first one for the PS2, then it had the second on the Wii, then it had the third on the PS3. And each time, more and more, each time it came out, more and more people would play it and say, "This is a nice game. This is really nice." And it started to get it started to get known throughout, the game in communities and stuff like that. So with Tomb Raider, hopefully the same thing happens, and I think it will because the Xbox One doesn't have that many games, neither does PS4. I know people in the Xbox One and PS4, and they only have like 2 games, maybe 3 for each. And I'm not counting the multi-platform games. I'm just talking about exclusives because that's just that. I know a friend of mine. He has a PS4. He only has 2 games. He has Battlefield 4 and Shadowfall. My cousin's the same way, except he has the the Xbox One. He has Dead Rising 3, Rise, Ghost, and Black Flag. Now, those 2 people I just mentioned, I also told, hey, look into Tomb Raider because it's a really good game. They both bought it and they both like it. So that's why I think it's good. What I want to say is that there are different ways to support a game like this. A little backstory on me: I can't buy 2 copies of the same game. I just can't. I love Asher's Wrath. I have it for the 360. I beat that game 20 times probably even more now, and I couldn't just go out to the store, pick it up for the PS3. I just couldn't. It's just not in me to do that. I can't do that. My Black Ops, the first one, it broke. I still haven't bought it because I just can't seem to go buy another copy. But more importantly, I can't buy 2 copies of the same game. I have Tomb Raider for the PS3. So when I get a PS4 and I decide to go get games, I'm not going to pick up Tomb Raider again because then it just makes my PS3 copy obsolete, or trade in, which I only trade in games because you get shafted, and I'm not trying to get shafted. I spent $60 on it. I'm not going to try to get like 15, 20, whatever. So that's it. I'm not going to do it. So I've had people come up to me on Twitter, or come on to ask me stuff on Twitter and play other places, saying, well, if you really liked Tomb Raider, why don't you support it? Why don't you spend the extra $60 to ensure that it gets a sequel? One, I think it's getting a sequel anyway, because it did so well after a while in its first for the first release, that I can't see Square Enix saying, you know what, we're not even gonna do a sequel, and disappointing people. So I think it's gonna get a sequel anyway. Just we'll have to wait. But the other thing I want to say is, like I said, there's more than one way to support something. You can buy it again, or you could recommend it to people like I do. I can't buy 2 copies of the same game. What I can do though is I can go out on Twitter and say, hey, if you do have like an Xbox One, you have a PS4, check out Tomb Raider, the definitive Tomb Raider edition. It's a great game. The graphics are awesome. Gameplay is amazing. Go check it out. And I could do that. And I've had people say, hey, I'm gonna check this out. Or like I said, my friend and my cousin, they picked it up. If I have other friends, other family members, or just anybody who's gaming, say, hey, you can recommend any games for me? I'm gonna be like, yeah, sure. What consoles you have? Oh, I got the PS4, PS3. Oh, PS4. Check out Tomb Raider because it's really good. That I can do. And to the people that are buying the game again, that already bought it on a previous console, I harbor no like ill feelings towards you. I see a lot of people like on Facebook, Twitter, the forums, comment pages, people bashing each other or just bashing those who bought it already because they're saying you're stupid, you're moronic, other words I don't feel like saying on videos right now. But I don't see it that way. If that's the way you want to choose to support a game, if that's how much you like it, be my guest. Do whatever you have to do to make sure that you support the game in the way you see fit. The way I see fit is just to recommend. I can't spend $60. If you see it to go out and spend another $60, that's all on you. That's cool. I'm not gonna tell you how to spend your money. I can spend my money either by doing, I can get gas, buy myself some lunch, buy another game, just bills, whatever. That's how I want to do my money. If you guys want to do it that way, that's fine. But, well, no, not even but. That's just fine with me. I still need to actually go through and play Tomb Raider again. I've only played it twice, and that was it. I need to do it again. But that's how I feel on the definitive edition, because a game like that definitely needs support. It's a reboot. First of all, it's a reboot of a dying, franchise, whatever. It needs its support. So it will probably get it, especially now because not a lot of games out. So it will get it. So to anyone that has actually, bought it and already owns it, good for you. For anybody who bought it and never played it before, that's also good because you're going to have a really good time with that game. Absolutely phenomenal. It was really nice. I actually enjoyed Lara Croft's character. I wasn't too big on as people were saying, the Laura Payne torture or Laura Payne porn or whatever they're calling it. I wasn't a fan of that because there were certain times she made I don't know, it just sounded weird. I guess maybe in a situation like that, any noise you make, I'm sure, would sound like that, but it had its moments. But the gameplay is great. From what I've seen, and I played at my cousin's house, graphics are really goddamn good. They are good. So if I didn't have it for the PS3, I'd wait until I got an Xbox or PS4 and buy it because they are really good. Combat is really good. The gameplay is actually very nice. The platforming, all like that. If you like Uncharted, this is pretty much Uncharted, just Tomb Raider. Some differences, but Tomb Raider. Multiplayer sucks. Whatever you do, if you see this video in time, do not play the multiplayer. It was tacked on and it shows. It was bad. I played for 10 minutes. Lagging, glitching all over the place. It was just bad. I don't think I played a multiplayer that bad since the Darkness multiplayer for the Xbox 360 when that came out. And that was back in 2007. So, yeah, I thought we came past that point, but we haven't. So, anyway, point is, I'm dragging on. If you like Tomb Raider, you're looking for a new game to play, and you have the new next-gen consoles, or even if you don't, even if you have a PS3 or just a 360 or a PC, and you don't have Tomb Raider yet, definitely get into that and look into it. But you know what? That's the end for today. I don't want to have this going on for too long. I'm hitting over 10 minutes a little bit, so that's good. So I'm gonna try to do these daily because there's always something to talk about in the gaming world. So daily. I don't know what the topic is gonna be. I probably just make it up as I go along. So we'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead and go because as you can see behind me, behind me, I gotta finish playing Resident Evil 2. So you guys all have a great night, and yeah, keep on gaming, guys. Have a good night.